fun facts about Japan that I bet you didn't know. I hope that at least some of those will surprise you. So, Ichi, number one. Did you know that Japanese people would never refer to one of their imperiors by their birth name? Just know, after a certain imperior dies, he is referred to as an imperior of the era that he was ruling in. So, for example, Imperior Hirohito will in Japan actually he will be called Emperor of Showa era, and that was always the case, but it was more, let's say, standardized after the Meiji Revolution. It was agreed that now one imperior, one era. So from the Imperior Meiji, it's going like that. And ni, number two. Speaking of that, when the name of such an era is chosen, like you want this to represent some great idea, but still the characters creating this name have to be in the, let's say, canon of the commonly known characters. Because as you probably know, Japanese has a lot of kanji, so this would be totally impossible for everyone to know every single one, but there is some amount of kanji that every single person that receives an education has to know. It's really interesting because if some character that is not that commonly known appears, for example, in a newspaper article, it will provide a transcription so that everyone knows how to read it. But only if this character is like rare or like just it's not in this group of what everyone knows. If you ever try to learn Japanese, you will know that actually the characters came from Chinese and they can have many different readings. Like most of the time, you'll only need 2 or maybe 3, but one character can have a lot. Let me explain what the readings are. So we have kunyomi, where yomi comes from the verb is to read. So kunyomi is used when we have the character on its own. For example, the kanji for day or sun. The kunyomi will be he. But then we have onyomi that is used if you have the kanji combined with other kanji, like they're standing next to each other. So the character that I've mentioned can also be read as nichi. And a very good example of that is the word for Sunday, nichiyobi. I will maybe put that on the screen so that you can see that. The first character is read as nichi. Then this complicated thing in the middle is yo, that means like of day of the week. And then bi, day. Yeah, so that's it for the first episode of Language Fun Facts on my channel. If you would like to know more about language learning or just languages in general, feel free to check other videos on my channel. I make mainly language vlogs or language tips videos, but I'm also gonna continue this series of language fun facts, so make sure to subscribe and stick around for the next part. So, thanks and see you next time. Bye.